Hey everybody, thanks for getting back to Ship to Shore Cruise News. I've got some news. It's not quite clickbait. I know a lot of people are probably going to think it is, but there is a cruise line out there that no longer requires passengers to take pre-COVID-19 tests before sailing. It's not Carnival, it's not Norwegian, it's not Holland America, it's not Royal Caribbean either. It's a company called UnCruise Adventures. So as of March 25th, they no longer require passengers to take pre-cruise COVID-19 tests before sailing. All guests and crews will still be required to be fully vaccinated, but will no longer require tests. Guests will be encouraged to wear masks while on board, but will no longer require them as well. So how can they get away with this? Well, UnCruises operates smaller adventure cruises in popular outdoor destinations such as the United States, Alaska, Canada, Australia, South Africa. And they're on smaller vessels that measure less than 200 feet long and carry less than 80 passengers. And at that size, with that reduced capacity, it makes it not eligible for the CDC's Voluntary COVID-19 program, and therefore can set and follow its own guidelines and practices. Well, it's a step in the right direction. Hopefully, the industry can maybe keep an eye on what's going on. Maybe it's such a smaller market that it won't even make any difference, but it's interesting to know that someone has gone out and said, hey, no more tests. You're vaccinated? Come on board. That's all that's required. As for the other cruise lines, I'm sure they're looking into it, but they have all decided to follow the CDC's voluntary program, which I think is a good idea. And I really don't see testing going away for the majority of the cruise lines until perhaps next year or 2023. Right now, there is a slight uptick in cases. There's a new variant of Omicron going around, which seems to be increasing the numbers. I'm in British Columbia, Canada. They say they're seeing an increased number of hospitalizations, but not an increase in the people of intensive care, which is great news. Unfortunately, people are getting sick, but they're not getting quite as sick as they used to. I think as well, when it comes to the fall, there's going to be an uptick again. There usually is in the fall, or perhaps this year we're going to see if there is actually a trend of upticks in the fall. Cold and flu seasons. Anyway, you know what I'm going to say next. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I sure hope we can get away from testing at the cruise ports. It's not a huge deal to get it done. I've done it a few times, but things are getting so close to being back to pre-COVID. It feels great out there. It feels great to go out and go grocery shopping and go to the restaurants, go to the theater. Now you can fly. Not in Canada yet. Hopefully soon. But once I'm in the United States, that mask can come off and I can make those connecting flights. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming by. See you later.